friends, this is Tatiana Yoga Fit Dubai, and today we're going to do a combination of yoga and Pilates for senior people. So if you're 70 plus and you always wanted to try a bit of a yoga and Pilates safe for you, then please join me. We're going to do a bit of a pranayama breathing. We're going to do a little bit of movement, stretches, a little bit of meditation. You don't need anything today except for the chair, so please get yourself a comfortable chair, ideally with a good back support, and let's get started. Okay, so we've got the chair, and before we start, let's just check how does it feel. Ideally, you want to be seated, not like deep into the chair with your back rounded. You want to sit down with your back straight, ideally, and you want to move a little bit to the edge of the chair. So if I'm facing you this way, I would want to slide slightly off the chair. I'm still sitting on a chair. My butt is still on a chair, but maybe half of my thighs are off the chair, right? So I'm sitting comfortable. If you sit there now and you notice that your feet are not touching the floor, or maybe your heels are not touching the floor, we can always use a thick book or a box, shoe box, or anything you've got. I've got the yoga blocks, so I'm going to put 2 yoga blocks under my feet to show you. So just 1 foot apart, 2 boxes, or 1 box, or 1 thick book. And if you put your feet on a blocks, on a support, so you can feel comfortable. So as you're sitting down, you feel comfortable, your feet are supported. Ideally, as you sit down, as I do now, you want to have 90 degrees angle between your ankles and your knees. Let me show you this side as well, what I mean. So as I sit down, I want to have around 90 degrees angle here, yeah, because that gives us a nice support for your spine. So hopefully we can sit down with the back straight, which is quite important as we practice yoga and Pilates. And for a few moments, I'm just going to stay there with you for a few moments. Once you make yourself comfortable, if you need more time, pause the video, make yourself comfortable. Once you feel comfortable, just bring your palms on your thighs, relax your shoulders, drop your shoulders down and away from your ears. Relax your face and close your eyes for a few moments. Before we start any yoga routine, we do a little bit of arriving. When you arrive in a present moment, when you just close your eyes and you notice, how do I feel today? What do I smell today? What do I feel today? How's the temperature around me? What do I hear around me? So just arriving into now for a few moments. What is your now? Maybe you hear the clock ticking or hear something else. Just noticing it. And at the same time, with your eyes still closed, or if you want, you can open your eyes. Just try to relax everything part by part. So we start relaxing the eyes and the jaws. Really important to make sure that you're not squeezing your teeth together, that you relax your jaws. The bottom jaw kind of drops down a little bit. Shoulders are down and away, like we've said. Arms are heavy. Slight smile on your lips, back straight, and just stay there for a few moments. Even just by simply sitting there, your core muscles are working a little bit, and your back now is hopefully in a very good position. Whenever you feel like you've started rounding your back, you've started doing that, please remember to lift. And sometimes you really need to kind of slide forward a little bit so you can sit with your back straight. Right, and sitting where we are now, you may open your eyes. We'll start with the breathing. One of the most important things we do in yoga and Pilates and for your health is breathing. Everybody knows how great it is, how important it is. And we will just try a breath called diaphragmatic breath or 3D breath, when you'll try to expand your rib cage in all the directions. One of the easiest ways to do it is by putting your palms around your rib cage, if you can do that. If not, maybe you just want to bring your palms on your ribs. Sometimes you just want to find your rib cage, you can just palpate and find your ribs, so you know where your rib cage is, and you bring your palms on your ribs. If you feel comfortable, you can also bring your palms that way around your rib cage. Try to please relax your shoulders, back is straight, and all we're gonna try and do now, as we inhale, we try to expand the rib cage as much as we can in all the directions, and as we exhale, we just allow it to collapse. That's all, to collapse, to go back. Let's try it first. We'll go for 5 times. And remember, if for any reason you can't keep your palms anywhere there, just do it with your palms down. We use the palms just to get the feeling, to feel how our rib cage is moving. But if you don't want to do it, you can just keep your palms down. So let's try. So we inhale for as long as we can, expanding the rib cage in all the directions. So we inhale through our nose always. And exhale. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. Inhale, expand your ribcage. Feel how it's moving. Exhale. Inhale as far as you can, as long as you can. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And relax your shoulders. Notice how did it go for you. Notice how you're feeling. If you didn't breathe that way, if you didn't breathe to the full capacity for a very long time, you might feel a bit dizzy. You might feel like my rib cage is not moving, and it might not be moving. Maybe you've never done it before. So the more you try and the more you'll try to get that movement, the better it's going to be, and the longer your inhalation and exhalation is going to be. When we breathe in our normal way, when we don't exercise, when we sit quite a lot, everybody sits quite a lot, we're using about 10% of the lungs capacity. So the air, we're not really using our lungs. We are not really using those muscles, breathing muscles. So if you can do that breathing, even if you just do that out of everything else every day, it'll bring you an amazing benefits for your health. Let's do it one more time. Again, just 5 breaths. This time though, I will ask you, maybe you've noticed that when I was breathing, you can hear me. In yoga, we call it the ujjayi breath. It is basically the breath when I try to close the glottis a little bit and make that whispering sound, or the sound of waves. So as you whisper, you say anything, you say yoga. So the same way, when I breathe, I go, and I just create a bit of a sound. It's an amazing breath with lots of health benefits. Try it. See how it goes. Please do not force yourself. Do not strain yourself. It's a very it's a very little sound. Even usually they say when you do the ujjayi breath, the person next to you on the next yoga mat, they won't really be able to hear you. So you can hear yourself, and that's what it's all about. So now for 5 breaths, we'll try to go into that 3-dimensional diaphragmatic breath, working our lungs to the full capacity. And at the same time, I will ask you to think ujjayi, and I will ask you to think that little whispering sound. Think sound of waves, And again, if it doesn't work for you for any reason, just continue breathing the way you do it. Okay? Relax your shoulders, or if you feel dizzy, maybe you want to pause, rest, maybe you want to give it a break, and maybe you want to try tomorrow, and do whatever works for you. So again, maybe your palms on your rib cage, maybe your palms down, see how you feel, and we're just going to go for 5 breaths. As we inhale, we try to expand the rib cage in all the directions, right and a side and a back. And as you exhale, remember that gentle sound in your throat. Keep going, please. Inhale. Exhale. Remember, as long as you can. Maybe yours is much shorter. Totally fine. If you feel dizzy, stop. Pause. Just breathe normally. And one more time. And bring your palms down. Relax your shoulders. Roll your shoulders back. Try breathing like that, ideally every morning, and ideally next to the open window or outside where you get lots of fresh air. And we're going to move on. We're going to move now into the Hatha Yoga, or what we call Hatha Yoga. Pranayama is yoga of breathing. Hatha Yoga is yoga of the exercise, of the physical exercise, physical postures, which we call asanas. See, if you want to move a little bit, we continue sitting. Please remember, if for any reason you don't feel comfortable, use something under your feet. Please make sure your feet are on the floor, your knees are 90 degrees, your back is straight. And we're just going to do now a little bit of gymnastics for your joints and for your muscles, just mobilizing your body. And we start from the very top. We start from our neck. But before we do that, again, maybe closing the eyes for a moment and imagine somebody's taking the top of your hat, I don't know, ponytail or something, and pulling you up so you grow very tall, as if somebody's pulling the top of your head up. And your neck is growing taller and taller like giraffe's neck. And at the same time, your shoulders are down and away from your ears. Remember that slight smile on your face. If you can, continue breathing Ujjayi a little bit. If it was a little bit too much, breathe in your usual way. And we're just going to start stretching our neck. So we're just going to start with a little head nod, chin down and chin up, but very gently. Please start very slowly. And if the range of motion really will depend on you, but we do not go over our comfort zone. Everything should feel good. Down and up, faces relaxed. We're just nodding very slowly. There's obviously lots of blood vessels connecting our head with our heart, with our body, and we want all the muscles, all the joints, all the tissues around our neck to be healthy so we don't have headaches. So, the blood flows freely, everything's working. Back to the center, look in front of you. And now I just try to look over my one shoulder and another shoulder. One shoulder and another shoulder. And again, please don't go too far. Please go very slowly. It's as if you're doing all those stretches under the water. So it's really slow. Especially to start with, you're really exploring. And even if you do it quite a few times, you might have slept wrong. And this is your time to notice, one side feels cute, but the other side doesn't. I need to be a bit more careful. And just noticing. Nothing is wrong with that. We are all alive people. Things happen. And then if you can, we're just going to go with your, looking over your one shoulder, with your nose, say to your right, to your left. And then we go down, chin to your chest, And then we go and look over the other shoulder, and just like that, half circles, shoulder and chin down, and another shoulder and chin down, and another shoulder. Very nice and easy. Nice, 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 and very gently. And again. And back to the center. That's enough for the neck. Roll your shoulders back a few times. A great habit. Anything you do, whenever you stop, just please roll your shoulders back a bit. Just opening your chest a bit. Because again, we're all sitting a lot, and look at our posture when we're sitting. Watching something, sitting on a sofa. So please just, trying to maintain that straight back, at least when you remember. Right, moving on to the shoulder joints, and again we just continue. We go up and down with the shoulders a few times, up and down, again in a very nice and easy way. And notice how my shoulders feeling today. Nice, 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 up and down. And then just we start circling the shoulders back, one and another. Yeah, and I say back, but actually we go forward, we go up, we go back, and then another one as well. And I even move on the chair a little bit. You're kind of moving from one butt cheek to another one. And I've started now using my ribs as well, if I can. So I've started with my shoulder, but now also my rib cage. Join the beat. If it feels okay, please do it. And then let's change the direction. Let's go forward now. Again, moving, mobilizing your shoulders. Very good. If it's available today, bring your palms to your shoulders. If not, wherever your palms may be, and we're just gonna do a few circles. And again, we try to bring the elbows as close forward as we can, and then we try to bring them as close back as we can. But please be careful. Nice. And maybe as you bring the elbows forward around your back, and as you bring your elbows back, open your chest, right? So again, moving your chest as well as, and your spine, as well as your shoulders, please, if that's all right with you. But again, please start very easy. And if you sometimes, you can't bring your palms here, just, doesn't matter, just keep on moving. Again, we do not expect an immediate benefits, right? Whatever we do, it takes time, it takes practice, and you'll feel your body will remember how to move. Nice, very good. Shoulders down and away from your ears again. Checking for our elbows, looking at our elbows a little bit. So I'll just ask you to bring your arms out to the side a little bit, and just a few very simple movements. And again, please, there's nowhere to rush. Let's try and be careful. Notice, how's my right shoulder doing? How's my left shoulder doing? It really is, rather than going fast and, like thinking about something else, it's listening to your body. How am I feeling today? Every day is different. Past is past. Future's future. We don't know. But what's now? Very good. Relax your arms. And now we're gonna just check on our wrists. So I would ask you to bring your arms in front of you, shoulders down if you can, and let's just do a few circles for your wrists. Nice and easy, just circling. Maybe you go fists, up to you. Maybe you spread if you can. Actually, it's better if you spread your fingers. Change the direction, getting that nice stretch for the palms as well, yeah? Very good. And maybe just stretching all the muscles and the fascias and the tissues, and then just shake it off a little bit. Very good. Nice. And we're going to continue stretching now our spine. We're going to do the side bend. So make sure you're sitting comfortable. Make sure you're not going to fall off the chair, right? So again, we're sitting comfortably. Butts on a chair, feet on the floor. So we inhale, we reach one arm up and over as high as you can, and then slowly as you exhale, we go sideways. And let's do it a few times. Inhale up, exhale to the side. And again, maybe your palm will be on a thigh, maybe it'll be on a chair if you have something to hold on to. But you know, it's just a very gentle stretch. Down and up, and you're just stretching your spine a little bit. Down and up. Notice that I don't go with my hip, right? Pelvis is on the chair. Nice, very good. Let's change it. Now the other arm again. Make sure your back is straight. Inhale, stretch and reach tall spine, and exhale down. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Does it have to be far, please? No, not at all. It's just to stretch all of that plus your spine, just stretching the side of your body. Side stretch, very good. Back to the center, and something similar to that, we change the arm again. Inhale. Now I'm going to go sideways, but not far. Notice how I'm still very comfortable. Hold on into something, and then I will just ask you to open your chest and to rotate a little bit. So with the arm, I'm doing those little circles, opening my chest, opening my shoulder. Nice and easy. Good. Back to the center, and we do the other side. Up. Go sideways a little bit, and if you feel comfortable, a few very simple circles. If for any reason it doesn't feel good, please stop. You know better than any teacher for your body, because it's your body. I will tell you one more time. And if any of these exercises doesn't feel good for you, please don't do it. Just, give it some time, see how it feels. Maybe you started late, maybe you'll just take it out. Totally fine. Just keep on moving, please. And again, back to the center, back to our beginning. And we inhale again, and we reach our one arm up. This time, I'm going to go across. So my right palm here goes into my left knee, and I try to rotate. Here it's actually quite nice to have a chair, especially with the back, because I can hold on in a very nice and easy way. I can hold on into the chair and I can twist. And as I twist, I try to think. First I twist my stomach, then I try to turn my rib cage, then I try to turn my chest, my neck, and then the last one is my eyes. And I turn. And I look over my shoulder, and I get that beautiful spinal twist back to the center. What's really important as you twist, that you are not sitting with your back rounded, because twists, if your back is there and you start twisting, it's actually not good for your back, not at all. It can be even dangerous for your back. So please, before you start, make sure for the twist that your back is straight, yeah? Right, so again, maybe checking on yourself before we do the other twist. If you're not sure, ask somebody to check on you, please. Look at the mirror and maybe video yourself. Sometimes if you video yourself as you do something, then you can look back at the video just to see, I've done that wrong, so let me change it. Okay, let's do the other side now. Exactly the same. Inhale. Now it's my left palm into my right knee. And again, maybe I'll stay here and that'll be enough for me. Back is straight, and then maybe I go stomach a bit further, rib cage a bit further, chest a bit further, shoulders, then my neck, and then my eyes, only if it feels good for me. And then I inhale, I grow taller and taller, back straight. And I exhale, and I twist a little bit more. Inhale, taller. Exhale, twist. One more time. Inhale, taller. And exhale. Back to the center. Rolling your shoulders back. Great. We went for our upper body now, our spine. Let's move on now to our knees a little bit. We're going to try now and walk a little bit with our hips and our knees, and basically sit it down on a chair just like we did before, maybe holding into the chair. I will ask you just to lift your one leg up and then the other leg up, just in that way. And again, how high you go, I don't know, just see that, you're comfortable. Once again, if your back is rounded, it's not going to be very nice. See if you can sit up, and as you lift your leg, if you can, please don't lean back a lot. But if you want to here, actually, you can hold on even at the back a little bit, just working a bit with our hip joints and knee joints, just getting a little bit of movement here, maybe around 10 each side. And again, lift it and lower it down. Notice how are my legs feeling today. If you feel pretty strong, lift your leg higher. If you feel quite flexible, if you hardly lift it, please, it's all fine. Remember, we're all so different, and we all come into the life with such different bodies, and throughout the life we get injured, we get just different life experiences. So please be very gentle with yourself. Nice. Again, back to the center, and we're gonna just work now with your ankles and your feet. So what we're going to do, move maybe a little bit further on the edge of the seat, so you're still sitting down, your butt is still, and your seat bones, the bones you're sitting on now, you can maybe feel them if you move a little bit. Pelvis, yeah, so they're still on a chair, but you're just kind of slightly off the chair. And if you can, again, keeping your back as straight as possible, maybe you hold on into your knee if that's available to you. Maybe if not, I will just ask you to circle your foot a little bit. Circling your foot, inviting the life, prana, movement, blood into your body. Everywhere, moving everything. Nice, circling one way. Maybe you'd want to do it with one leg on the top of another leg. That's maybe that'll be a bit easier for you. Maybe you'd like that. Up to you. If you're quite strong, maybe you'd want to hold on here. Nice. So just a few nice circles, and then maybe flex and point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. And again, maybe stretching. Stretch your toes now. Nice. And relax. Good. Let's do the other side. Again, the other leg now. Maybe I hold on into my knee and I start doing my circles. Maybe I put one leg on the top of another leg. Maybe I just lift it off the floor a little bit. Again, whatever is available for you. And if something you do doesn't work for you, please ask me in the comments, and I will try to help you out. I will try to modify it somehow for you. Nice, circling, circling. And notice, like I'm noticing now, my left one doesn't move as nice and as free as the right one. It's just the way of noticing. Okay. And then again, flex and point, flex, point, flex, point. And again, if you can spread it, spread your toes, spread your foot back to the center. Good. We went through your entire body and we did a bit of a breathing. So now we're going to do one of the standing sequences. Everything we've done seated now. If you feel comfortable, of course, you can do it standing. Is it better? Once you're ready, once you know what you're doing, sure enough, because we're sitting so much, if you can stand up, stand up. So now we're going to do something really quite important when you reach a certain age. It's a balance. Nothing's more important than the balance. Again, life is so unpredictable, so safe, like something's the floor slippery or something like that. The more balanced you are, the more your body prepared for that. Hopefully, the better your life experiences will be. So for the balance, again, we will need the chair probably to start with. Maybe slowly after some time you won't need the chair, but let's start with the chair. What are we going to do? We're going to stand up now and we're going to walk around the chair. And I'm going to turn the chair a little bit sideways, just like that. Right. So we're going to learn to balance. Of course, we're going to take it easy. We're not going to straight away balance, do anything crazy. We're going to hold on into the chair. Make sure you're comfortable. Make sure the chair high enough for you that you feel like you do really feel you've got that support. Maybe you even change the chair for this exercise. Maybe you want to do it by the wall, right? Maybe you want to do the balance leaning into the wall. Totally fine. Find where you want to be. right? So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna find, I'll probably gonna start with my right foot. I always want to start with my left one. That probably means it's my stronger leg, so I want to start with the weaker leg. I'll bring my right leg in front of me, and just do it with me, please. Bring your heel down first, then spread your toes, and then start pressing them down. Little toe, tick, 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 and in the end, big toe. Spread them as much as you can and press them down. Find that nice balance. Imagine that your foot, it's like a tree, and your toes and your heels, there's like a roots of the trees. They go deep inside. So plant yourself down, put your roots down and in, and see now if you can stand like that maybe, yeah? Please do not lock your knee. Here you want to bend your knee a little bit. You want muscles to work, not your joints. So, and then leaning into the chair. So make sure you like, the chair gets your support. Maybe you'll stay here and that'll be enough for you for today. Maybe you'd want to go just on your big toe, the back leg, right? Or maybe you'd want to lift it and you want to see if you can balance. So this is the beginning, right? And you'll be just standing there. Notice now how straight away you're like, oh, it's working. I can feel my legs working. And you're teaching your body to balance. And then after some time, you may want to try and start balancing. Maybe, please be careful now, maybe with a bit less support. Like now I'm not leaning so much. Now I'm just holding, yeah? And notice and keep on balancing. It's probably enough to start with, but eventually, let's stop now. Eventually you want to go 30 seconds, maybe then, I don't know, 45 seconds, 1 minute. If you do every morning for about 1 or 2 minutes each leg, you are doing your body a big favor, that, and your body will pay you back. Obviously, whenever you need that balance, you'll need that, oh my God, I'm falling. And then, no, you will hopefully be able to catch yourself and not fall and stay healthy. And eventually, of course, please don't try it now, just until you're very comfortable here. Eventually, we will maybe try to balance like I'm doing now with your leg up and with your hands up. But please take your time, right? Take your time. If that's one exercise you want to take into your routine during the day, doesn't matter when, morning, evening, daytime, please do it. Just a bit of a balance, yeah? Let's do the other side now. Same story, heel down. I spread my toes and I put them down, little toe first, and in the end, big toe, trying to spread them. And then I lean into the chair. I bend my knee a little bit. I don't want to lock. I don't want my joints to work, my knee joint here, yeah? I want to bend it. I want to keep my back straight. Remember, as always, face relaxed. And maybe that's enough for me today. I just feel how all the weight of my body goes into one leg. Maybe that's more than enough. Most of us, we have one stronger, nobody's 50-50, right? So all of us, we have a stronger and a weaker leg. And it's just, again, a good way to notice, like, oh, this leg is much easier, maybe much more difficult. And again, just notice, can I just hold on a little bit less? What does my leg doing? After some time, you'll notice how your foot maybe starts shivering, and it's all great way to notice it. Keep on balancing. Keep your face relaxed, maybe your legs up, maybe your big toes down, and just keep on balancing. Maybe you will lift your toe and lower it down, lift your toe, lower it down, and trying to hold on as less as you can. Sometimes literally, your palms are there in case you need them, but you're not like really leaning, right? Again, it's just to play around. And even now, after just maybe less than a minute, I hope you feel your leg and you're like, oh my gosh, it's working. Perfect. And let's relax. Well done. One more thing. When you do the balance, you couldn't see it now because I was showing you sideways. As you stand, remember we said heel, spread your toes and bend your knee. Please notice where your foot, your knee and your hip is. Don't allow your knee to go, especially inside. Sometimes quite often happens, yeah? So just notice that everything's more or less aligned, yeah? And then you will start balancing, yeah? You'll start playing, of course, to start with the chair, and then slowly, eventually, you will be able to maybe move the chair away. Maybe you'll do it by the wall, maybe with one arm, right? Anywhere, and just doing that. Perfect. Let's bring our chair back and let's sit down again. And again, just sit down with your feet on the floor. This time I'll take the yoga blocks, or I don't know, bricks or anything you've got, books. It's just a really nice support and a bit of an extra height, and bring your feet on the blocks. And once again, if I sit down very far back, it's quite difficult for me to keep my back straight. So see if you can move. So kind of half of your thigh bone is on the chair and half is off. If, of course, you can do that. Feet are down, back is straight. Again, notice 90 degrees here between your ankles and your thighs. Shoulders are relaxed, eyes are relaxed, and just stay there for a few moments and notice your body. Perhaps you feel your body is now much more awake. You feel we moved everything. We did quite a bit of a breathing. Hopefully you feel a bit more alive, a bit more energized. Maybe not, just noticing, just seeing, keeping your eyes closed. And before we move on with our day, I would just invite you to try that little meditation with me. So close your eyes now. If your eyes were still open, keep your palms wherever you want them to be, maybe on your knees, on your thighs. Shoulders are relaxed, back is straight. And let's just scan through your body, just scanning through your body and noticing. Meditation is trying to stay in a present moment, not dwelling to the past. Past is past, we can't change anything. Future is future, we don't know what's gonna happen. We have now. And just notice how your body's feeling in that now. Please follow my voice. Relax and feel the top of your head. Maybe the skin, maybe the hair. Notice any sensations there. If you notice nothing, fine. If you notice something, fine. Noticing the skin on your head and your forehead. Your eyebrows and your nose. Your eyes. Your cheeks. Your lips. Noticing your jaws and remembering that we always want to keep our jaws slightly apart. So the bottom jaw is kind of dropping down a little bit. Noticing your ears and the sides of your head. Noticing the back of your head and the back of your neck. Any sensations there? Maybe itchy, maybe throbbing, maybe pulsing, maybe something else. Noticing your shoulders and moving to the front of your body again. Noticing your chest, your rib cage, your stomach and your pelvis. Noticing the back, shoulder blades and your spine. Going back up again and scanning down your arms simultaneously. Shoulders and elbows and forearms and your palms and your fingers. What do you feel under your palms? Can you feel that How does it feel touching the leggings or touching your trousers, or that sensation, that feeling? Slowly going back to your pelvis again and noticing your glutes. Maybe now as we're sitting, you notice the chair, that support that it gives us. That sensation of your thighs touching the chair. Back of your thighs and the front of your thighs. Knees and ankles and calves and your feet. And again, under your feet, maybe they're on a floor, maybe they're on a grass, even better if they're on a grass. Or I don't know, the stones, even better. Getting that nice connection to the Mother Earth. Now it's proven that it's so good to walk barefoot because of all those magnetic fields that Earth gives us. So we try to walk barefoot, and then you have that nice mood, more balanced hormones, and just a happier life if you live somewhere where you can take your shoes off and walk around for a little bit. Or you do it in your house. Your entire body now is soft and relaxed. And the last part we notice is our breath. We're not forcing our breath anymore, but just noticing how the air entering your nostrils and how it's leaving your nostrils. Nice and cool air entering your nostrils and warm air leaving your nostrils. And then you can slowly drop your head down a little bit. Just chin to your chest again. Slowly open your eyes. Look at your palms. Look at the colors around you. Are they a little bit brighter? Are they a little bit more vivid after the meditation? Often it's like, it's like, there was a glass, but it was a bit dirty, and then somebody just cleaned the glass. Okay, I hope you enjoyed our little practice, and you can do this practice anytime you want. Ideally, of course, to do it in the morning, preparing your body for the day ahead you with a bit of a breathing, with a bit of a stretch. But sometimes if you want to do it in the evening, do it in the evening, that's fine too. And please ask me if you've got any questions. Happy to help. And thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.